Okay, so now we're sewing even closer together. Our stitch length is at a 1. Then, if we push it all the way down to 0, so it goes down to the very, very bottom, what's gonna happen is the needle's not even gonna, the paper's not gonna move. It's just gonna sew in the same hole. Now if we pull this out, see if we can get a good look at this. See how the stitches are really close together and then they get further apart? Which do you think is going to be harder to unpick if you make a mistake? Down here at the bottom where it's a 1, or up here at the top where it's a 5? If you said 1, you're right. Okay, that's going to be really hard to unpick and almost impossible. If you sew at a 1, then you make a mistake, then you've pretty much ruined what you've done. So make sure that you're sewing about a 2.5, which is about in the middle. Now, if something's happened to your machine and it's on when you come in and it's messed up or you don't know what you've done to it, easy fix, turn it off and on and everything resets. So you're ready to sew right away. Okay, a couple other things. This red line, make sure it is always at that dot. You can just leave it there. We need to talk about back stitching, and we also need to talk about how we start sewing. Now, one thing you don't want to do, which I see very often, is people line up the back of the fabric with the back of the presser foot, and then they start to sew. Now, if you do that, all that's going to happen is, hold on, let me show you what'll happen. Okay, if you start to sew, then you finish. If you look, you've missed all this up above, so you haven't sewn anything there. So you always want to make sure you start on the very edge, and the way you can do that is by turning your hand wheel towards you. So if I can do this without, let's put this down. Okay, if you turn your hand wheel towards you, and then you poke it in the very edge of your paper, like this. You can see that. Then you can drop the presser foot, and you can begin to sew. And when you stop, you've sewn right up to the edge of the paper.